Oh, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. And one of my favorite foreign presidents that I haven't been following now for the last couple of years is the president of El Salvador. El Salvador used to be the murder capital of the world and is now the safest place in the Western Hemisphere. Been there personally myself last year on a church mission trip and got to see it firsthand. Got to talk to actual people that live there and who said that life is better now after the election of the El Salvadorian president that they have currently. He's won re-election just recently with 85% of the vote. He is an amazing individual who cleaned up his country, who fought globalism, who fought George Soros and won. And now he's issuing a warning to the United States to fight for their rights, fight for their country, and expel George Soros from this nation. And fight with conviction. So before we dive into today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. Allow me to share some info with you. Hopefully you can share it with your friends and family. Smash that like button to 1,500 likes. If you like the content, you like the video, you like the channel, smash that super thanks, smash that join button, and become a part of this channel's continued growth. So let's go ahead and dive into what we have here. Coming to us from Gateway Pundit here, El Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele criticizes George Soros and issues a chilling warning to the America during the CPAC speech that he was invited to, right? The El Salvadorian president addressed attendees at the CPAC 2024, issuing a grave warning to Americans based on his country's experience with internal strife and external influence. During his speech, he called for a decisive fight against globalism, urging for a collective awakening to the threats it poses to freedoms and rights around the world. If you want globalism to die here too, you must be willing to be unapologetic, fight against everything and everyone that stands for it. Fight for your freedoms. Fight for your rights, he said. The next president of the United States must not only win an election, he must have the vision, the will, and the courage to do whatever it takes. And above all, he must be able to identify the underlying forces that will conspire against him. These dark forces are already taking over your country. You may not see it yet, but it's already happening. He also criticized the both non-governmental organizations and the less favorite billionaire, George Soros. He decried the involvement of these unelected bureaucrats in the setting public policy, questioning their democratic legitimacy. Who elected them, he said. They don't have a democratic mandate, he said. If they want a seat at the table, they should run for office. Let the people vote. He proudly recounted his own country's pushback against foreign influence, claiming Soros and his cronies hit a brick wall in El Salvador. He said Salvadorians are now immune to his influence. No one believes his lies anymore over there. We just had a free and fair election, he added. Earlier this month, he was reelected in a landslide with somewhere around 85% of the vote and electing almost all legislative seats. Sure enough, the world's globalist mainstream media is displeased that he changed or otherwise bypassed the country's constitution to remain in power and favor his political party. He has done an amazing job in El Salvador. He has turned that country around. Again, used to be the murder capital of the world. So many gangs were formed in there. And his hard, tough approach to gang violence in that country by erecting a super prison where all the gang members have been sent to after they've been arrested is just phenomenal. What he has been able to do, him and his party, and being able to turn that country around. I've got to speak to people personally while there, and they sung his praises, sung his policies praises. Of course, with any system like that, of course, some innocents get caught up in there, but they are working through the system in order to try to free those innocent people. However, the results speak for themselves when you look at that country and the progress it has made and the less influence that George Soros has had. We need to take a page out of what El Salvador has done and actually work toward ensuring that we expel people like George Soros and others who continue to try to undermine our elections in this nation. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, you guys can follow me on all my social media, all linked in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.